Ability First Australia is an industry body representing 14 large disability service providers that are all around the country. And one of the challenges that Australia has had is young people, and by young people I'm referring to people under the age of 65, who have disabilities, and often they have been stuck in hospital settings or have just ended up in residential aged care settings when they were younger. So the program's called the YPIRAC, Young People in Residential Aged Care Systems Coordinator Program. So we have systems coordinators based all around the country who go and talk to people with disability, work with their families, work with carers, work with the community that's around them, and they help transition them out, look for appropriate services and look for appropriate accommodation. There's 5,000 individuals around the country. The targets were 0 by the end of 2025.
Andrew was obviously introduced to us through our network and our team. He was very clear in what needed to happen and how it needed to come about, and it was clear at the time that they were looking to do some stuff very quickly.
We had to stand up a workforce of about 45 who were regional and remote. We needed to ensure that we met all of the data criteria that was associated with the contract, and the big part for us around that was ensuring that people with disabilities data was protected. So we needed to stand up a platform and get associated with a provider and engage with a provider who was prepared to do that really quickly.
Overall, Ability First are leveraging through the YPIRAC program are utilising pretty well the full Office 365 suite. Now, after the program ran for a little bit, they also ran into a bit of a challenge where their main company line, which is separate from this project, was getting inundated with phone calls and inquiries about the project, which they just weren't geared to act upon and service. So this is where we started talking to them about implementing Teams calling to enable their ability to triage those calls and take action on them with the team that they've now got working across the country.
You know what's magnificent about that is that we identified it as a problem and it was fixed very quickly. There wasn't a lot of talking about it. It was definitely advice from ONGC about what we should do, and then we put it in place.
So we took the business through a cybersecurity assessment, a risk assessment, and we're talking here about, it's a business conversation. It's what are the risks to the organisation, and ultimately what's the risk to this program and the sustainability of this program. Through that we identified quite a comprehensive roadmap that was aligned with the Australian Cybersecurity Centre's Essential 8 framework. And we're delivering in that over a 12 to 24 month process where we're constantly improving change over time. Really important to do that in a way as well that's not impeding operations. So again, we want those frontline workers doing the good work that they're doing. So any change needs to be really well planned and really well executed on as well.
The top priority at the moment is data security and IT, and making sure we've got the right equipment in place. And it's the basics of not tapping into Wi-Fi, it's getting all of those policies and procedures in place. And you've got a group that can pivot and move quickly if you've got a data breach in any way.
The thing I love about Andrew and his team is they're very data driven, so we can very easily see the impact that our work with them has helped affect. And to be on the other end of that and actually seeing, we're at the halfway point of the program, to see the ongoing change that's continuing to be delivered is actually phenomenal. It's something that we're all very proud of. The fact that we've successfully delivered on this is going to be a great endorsement for them to continue doing more of these types of initiatives that they've not done previously.
ONGC have been outstanding in terms of service delivery, products, advising us on what we should and shouldn't have. So all of the technical stuff, absolutely we have the most trust in them that we're going to get the right kind of outcome.
It's really important that our clients are willing to engage and have a true partnership with us. They look to us like an extension of their own businesses, which is really important to have a successful relationship. To complement that, our partnership with Crayon is very, very similar. We treat them as an extension of our business. We've built long-standing relationships with the people that we work with each and every day. It's really, really important that we complement each other and we tackle problems together to make sure that we're delivering those great outcomes.